Ladies and gentlemen, Facebook is firing employees. Possible layoffs ahead. Mark Zuckerberg warns staff Facebook will be, quote, turning up the heat to basically fire underperformers. Quote, you might decide this place isn't for you, and that's okay with me. So the stock had tanked, and Meta is, let's see, the past 6 months went from $332 to $161, so tanked about half, and more than half. No, about half, sorry. And actually, exactly half. But you see what's taking place, ladies and gentlemen, around the country. We'll get to Facebook. Well, we'll just continue with Facebook. So you have Mark Zuckerberg warns staff Facebook will be turning up the heat. Facebook parent Meta is cutting back on hiring and turning up the heat on its employees as slow growth and macroeconomic pressure push the company to downgrade its economic outlook. And Meta's planned scale down was confirmed by an internal memo from Chief Product Officer seen by Reuters, who attributed the changes to macroeconomic pressure as well as new data privacy changes that have hurt the company's core online advertising business because they sell your data. That's how they make money. Anybody who would want to be in an alternate universe called Meta might have a problem. Why on earth? I mean, first of all, I don't have Facebook or Twitter, but why are people still on Facebook? If you feel the need to argue about politics or share a picture of your cat or what you ate for lunch, that's fine. I guess Facebook is for you. I don't have Twitter. I don't have Facebook. Hopefully, Elon Musk actually, transforms Twitter into an actual global commons where people can voice their thoughts without being accused of breaking guidelines that hurt people's feelings simply because it's a conservative viewpoint. Or a platform that allows for hunters' emails to be actually talked about and reported on. That was a legitimate story. Not only a legitimate story, it was a groundbreaking story. The New York Post journalists deserve Pulitzer Prizes. The Daily Mail journalists also. You have clear violations of the law, not like Cassidy Hutchinson's, somebody told me Trump did something bad. No, this is like, how can you use your influence on the company's behalf? One email from a company that was going to be investigated by a prosecutor that Mashed Potato Brains Joe forced out coincidentally. But you do have the email from the company asking Hunter for a favor, and then Joe actually implementing the favor, but you can't put two and two together. My God, God forbid. But Trump throwing a ketchup bottle at the wall with ketchup dripping down. Metaphor for our democracy. That is called evidence to Democrats and media and never Trumpers. But anyway, hit subscribe to this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Hit subscribe also below in the pinned comment or in the description as well. I have my new channel, which is basically the Bitcoin crash. I turned it into the oil prices 150 Bitcoin 10K recession channel. Oil prices 150. Oil prices will reach $150 per barrel for Brent and WTI. Unfortunately, it's going to happen. It's going to break all-time highs. And I predicted all of this in September of 2021. Watch the playlist. You'll see the playlist at the end of this video. And you can go to the description section or the pinned comment. You will see the segments I did predicting the stock market crash, and you will see the article I wrote in the Federalist predicting the stock market crash in October of 2021. And in the stock market crash channel, in this channel, on September of 2021, I said the market's going to tank and crash. Bitcoin's going to get to 10,000 or lower, and we're going to have an economic collapse. We're seeing that. But we're going to, unfortunately, get to $150 per barrel of oil. Now, diesel prices, and before we get to that, hit subscribe, tell your friends about this channel. And ladies and gentlemen, If you want to support my work, my Patreon is below. I don't have $20 million in venture capital funding, so your support is greatly appreciated. Be here tomorrow, the 2nd of July at around 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. for the live stream. I'll have a live stream at 3 o'clock earlier tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, inflation is going to stay at 8 to 9%. It'll probably get past 9%. We are in a recession now. I talked about that this morning. We're in a recession officially, as Democrats, media, and never Trumpers focus on Trump throwing ketchup at the wall. Okay? We're in a recession. So, recession, Trump throwing his dinner at the wall. Okay, French fries on the floor or recession? Which one do you think is more important for the country? Okay? Okay? And so, we're in a recession. We'll have 8 to 9% inflation, probably past 9%. We have a diesel exhaust fluid shortage. We'll have a diesel fuel shortage. Once diesel goes to $6 or $7 a gallon, it's a catastrophe for the economy. We'll have a Lehman Brothers AIG type of moment because hedge funds will eventually, a lot of them will eventually go under. And hedge funds and individual investors, there's too many people on margin. Well, I don't even know how many people are still on margin, but there are probably still too many. And you have inflation, diesel prices, oil prices per barrel at over 150 eventually. Bitcoin will collapse to 10,000 or lower. Coinbase, Tether, all of these monstrosities within the crypto world will also collapse. Unfortunately, I don't say any of this with glee, although I predicted all of it last September. And I was published predicting all of this. But now you have Facebook firing employees and eventually laying off employees. Tesla did, Coinbase did, a whole bunch of others throughout the country. You'll see massive layoffs too. You'll see food shortages because there's a diesel shortage. And now is the time for Democrats. This is why many of them, not all, are a bunch of liars and phonies and duplicitous and disingenuous, wonderful, highly educated, morally superior liberals. Now talk about Green New Deal legislation. Go ahead and now talk about banning fracking. And I was one of those people. But I want people to talk about banning fracking right now as gas prices are at all-time highs. I want AOC to talk about her Green New Deal legislation. No. Not when times are good. When times are bad right now. When we need fossil fuels. Because you want to do it. Biden's administration was sued by, 13 oil and gas associations? And 14 states? And within the lawsuits in 2021, they said, your policies are making everything more expensive. And then he goes and blames the oil companies. So, you can't, they'll never look in the mirror. They wanted to save the planet. Own up to it. Say it's worth fossil fuels, commodities, inflation at all-time highs. Just say it's worth that. You can't have it both ways. You can't go ahead and combat climate change, whatever that means, as Kerry flies around the world. And also have low energy prices. It is not going to work. Chevron CEO recently said oil companies will never build another oil refinery in the U.S. because the administration and Democrats, media, they want to do away with fossil fuels. So when you build an oil rig or an oil refinery plant, or that's like it's like a multi-billion-dollar, multi-year investment. The lead time is 3 to 7 to 8 years sometimes. And you need steel, you need labor, you need a whole bunch of commodities that are in short supply. And the inflation, most of the inflation, or a good part of it, is energy prices. So you have inflation at 8 to 9%. You have interest rates going up. That's not going to make a dent with inflation because diesel prices and gas prices will hit $150 per barrel. And I mean the oil prices, per gallon. Will break all-time highs. So you'll have interest rates going up, tanking the economy, as inflation continues to go up, tanking the economy, because oil prices will continue to go up, because supply is limited. And you have Democrats who want to combat climate change. So make up your mind, Democrats. Own it. Just say it's all worth it. Don't say it's the oil company's fault, the same people who are suing you. Anyway, give me your thoughts below. Why would you want an alternate reality called Meta anyway? What's wrong? Why would you want to, like, you want to dance at a nightclub? Hey, what's your name? Oh, my name is Trump 2024. Yeah, how you doing? Do you want that world? They'll kick you out. That world will be a much greater dystopian nightmare than what exists today in media. So why would you want to live in that meta world? But anyway, give me your thoughts below. Facebook's firing employees, unfortunately. Tesla is, unfortunately, 10% of its workforce, and Elon Musk is going to clean house at Twitter. You'll see massive layoffs also, ladies and gentlemen. It's only going to get worse. Give me your thoughts below. We're in a recession. Officially. And now the question is, do we have 3 quarters of negative growth? The answer is almost certainly yes. Give me your thoughts. Thank you. Hit subscribe. Be here tomorrow at 3 p.m. for the live stream. Thank you.